Once upon a time, there was a young man who worked at a factory. His mentor is an old technician. Teach him to talk less and do more and never stop developing his skill in every aspect of factory operations. 10 years later, the old man retired and the young man became a technician himself. He continued to do his work with the same dedication and diligence. One day he visited his mentor. The old man saw that he seemed unhappy, and old man asked him what was troubling him. The young man sighed and poured his heart out. I have been following your instruction exactly all these years. No matter what I work on, I keep quiet and focus on the job. I know I have done good work at the factory and I have learned all the skills that can be learned there. What I don't understand is that the guy who don't have my experience or capability have all been promoted, while I am still making as little I did before when I was your junior. The old man asked, are you positive that you have become great technician for the factory? The young man nodded yes. The old man think. After a while, he turned to the young man and said, you must have requested the day off using whatever reason you have. It is a time for you to give yourself a break. The young man was surprised by this advice, but the more he thought about it, the more it made sense to him. He thanked his teacher and left quietly to make a time off request. When he returned to the work after his days off, the manager called him into the office to tell him that things did not go well at the factory. While he was gone, others encountered many problems that normally would be handled by him, and they have no idea how to solve them. Realizing his importance, the manager decided to promote him to the position of senior technician. To thank him and encourage him to keep up the good works. The young man was grateful for his mentor's wisdom. Surely he thought this was the secret to success. From that point on, whenever the young man felt like he deserved more than what he was getting, he would take a day off. When he came back the next day, the situation would improve to his satisfaction. This pattern continued for the month. One day the young man found that he was blocked by going into the factory. He got shocked. He found out that his employment was terminated. He could not believe it. Not knowing what else to do, he went back to his mentor to try to figure out how things had gone so wrong. Why did I lose my job? He asked with wonder pride. Did I not do everything as you instructed? Actually, you did not, because you heard only half of the lesson. The old man shook his head. You understand, right? Away that. No one pays any attention to the light bulb that is always on. It is only when it goes off that people suddenly take notice and realize they have been taking it for granted. You were so eager to apply this understanding that you left before hearing the second half. It began to dawn on the young man that perhaps he made a big mistake. So what was the second half? The mentor spoke slowly to make his point that the second point is more important than the first point. Is the realization that if a bulb goes off frequently, then the sooner or later it will be replaced with one that is more reliable. Who want a light bulb that no one can count on to provide illumination? You see in your life, do you have friends and family members that you take for granted? They are always there for you. What happens if one day they are no longer there? Do not wait for such a day to suddenly realize how important they are. Give thanks today for the good fortune of having them in your life. Also, don't let yourself being taken for granted. But at the same time, do your work and don't stop everything you do just because it does not go the way you want it to go. Find the balance in life, and life will reward you with giving you the balance back. Thank you for watching, and comment if you like this story.